What can go wrong? Oh. No third. Yeah. How good is that? We're going to be installing the PMS shifter. I've had a few of my mates banter me about it, saying what the hell is that, but I love it. I'm going to love it, and they're going to love it. Going through the step-by-step guide, I don't really know what I'm doing in all honesty. Some people said they found it really easy, some people said that it's really fiddly and a bit annoying, so we're going to see which side I find. But yeah, we're going to go through the parts. I found a few ways to stop it from rattling as well, but they say obviously if it doesn't rattle originally, don't worry about it, but majority of them do rattle. But I'm just going to install it today. I'm going to see what it's like, and then I can make another video out of it if it rattles like mad. And it's all going to go well, guys. I hope so anyway. But I had a lot of people message me on the video of me revealing the PMS shifter, saying in the comments and private message saying that, oh, they've been waiting to see a video on it because no one else has done it, and that was one of the reasons that sort of tipped me over the edge to buying it, because I was sort of and ahhing, do I get it, do I not? But I thought, bugger it and make a good video. If I don't like it, I could take it off, I could sell it. So yeah, we're gonna get that going today. Getting this piece off, you've got to go to the back of each side and pull it out. You should hopefully hear a pop. Get the middle out, and obviously we need to lift up the gaiter as well. Get all your coins out, pull in from the front, and the back should lift out. Obviously we have the cigarette lighter connection. Throwing all my GoPro bits over, bits that run down the side. You just pull out. Like that. You smack your finger. Push the gaiter through. Lift the centre console out. I haven't got snips, damn it. So I need to go get my snips out of the box. Then we're looking at, I think we've got to lift this up. I think it just comes off. And that's it, mainly done. So we've got 6 safety things holding up the front end of the car, or are there just in case one or the other fails. So bit of a safety freak, but if I could show you a little bit better underneath, that's the kind of situation we're looking at. I've never had so much room underneath the car, in all honesty, but I've got the 2 axle stands, got the jack's got to go up on some wood, but like I said, it's just there to make me feel better really. I'm sure the axle stands will do their job, but don't trust it. It's like when you see someone underneath their car with just the jack, they've jacked up one side of the car and they've gone underneath it. No, not about that life. So yeah, we're just going to slide under there now, and I'm going to sort of talk through the bits really. No, we're going to have a wood avalanche. Oh, no. Right, where's the light? So, one, this has always been like this, by the way. It's not leaking oil, it just seems to be oily everywhere, so don't judge me. I believe this is it. This is what we're trying to do, which follows all the way along, and it goes up into the heat shield there. A little bit further back, so I'm upside down currently. The cat is there. I think I need to get off that heat shield, which is just 4 or 5, what looks like 10 mils. I'm going to lift that off, and hopefully you can see the gear stick underneath here somewhere. Just got to start by getting the decat off, so I'm going to start with these funny little spring bolt things here. Alright, take these little rascals out and always leave them together. The decat's got this little sensor on it, God knows what it is. I'm just going to say O2 sensor, I might be completely wrong, but just a little clip that just pop off, and then just slides off the mount there. This fitting back here is a bit different, it's like a compression clamp almost. Arms are hurting, arms are going dead already. Haven't really started yet. Right, keep that one on the rest. Hoping I could separate that a little bit and make, there we go. Yeah, winner! I've done something. Perfect. Now I'm going to get these. I'm just going to put my arms down by my side a minute. Right, I've changed the settings to super view just because it makes it easier to film because I'm quite close to my body. But we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 mils to take out, and I'm going to see what's underneath here. I'm pretty sure that's the shifter underneath there. Well, I hope it is anyway. But then the bar needs to run along and drop down here. Thank you. There she is. Oh, That's the circlip I got to get. I got my cheapy little circlip pliers. They say they're not great for heavy duty work all the time, but for just the odd job, they're perfect, and they're only like £5, so. I actually use slight angled ones, but it seems to get it. In there is the bush and the pivot. The bush is like, by the looks of the pictures that I've seen, it clamps around, but you're meant to be able to just put your fingers above and pull that down, and this whole thing is supposed to slide out together, the pivot and the bush, and then you can push it through this sort of rubber bung thing here, and then move it out. But we'll just have to see how it goes again. This is a novice approach, hopefully helping you guys out, and let's get it done. I don't know if I got to clean it out or not. This doesn't seem to be doing anything. On the picture he's just got his fingers behind, pulling down, bang, comes out. Not for me. It looks like it clips opening. If I can hold that together. Hiya! Cool, so he's popped out. Now we're looking at that. It was just the clip was opening slightly as I was trying to pull it down, but just got my finger behind. Looks a little bit like it's had its day. So I might ask JMRS, see if he's got one spare, just so I can do it tomorrow night rather than having to get one delivered or whatever, but we'll have to see how it goes, eh? What can go wrong? Pull this section here, and it's supposed to be able to come out of that boot, and that boot needs to stay there in neutral, but I can't imagine this bit's going to be too hard. That's the first one. Can I just straighten it? Oof, fucking hell. There we go. Cool. Right. Oh, my neck's hurting. But it says on the tips, well, pretty much to do this end first and then go and take the heat shield off, but it doesn't really matter what order that's in. Hope you're enjoying the video so far. If you are, please smash a like. I'm never done something this dramatic before. I know a lot of people will say, oh no, it ain't that bad, it's quite easy, but for me to get into my tiny little garage with axle stands, jacks and wheel rams and stuff, it's a bit different for me and a bit more technical. So please smash a like and leave a comment below with some support. I am enjoying doing it, but it's taken a while. Right, let's do the under tight car space shuffle. What has my life come to? Alright, so now we're back at this end, boys and girls. We've got the 4 13mm bolts. There's 2 at the back of there. This does drop slightly. Chuck rust in your face. And yeah, just got access to all them. Getting this one off first of all as well. It is 13, so I'm going to undo that now. Obviously it's not attached to the gearbox anymore, so I should just be able to undo that, and the sticker up there will just be doing whatever it wants to do. But oh, it's dropped proper low now. Smack me in the family jewels. Right, so keep that nut on there, keep it together, and hopefully this should all post out. See you later. Right, I'm going to undo these, get the old shifter out. Can't get my socket on it, I need to get the bigger one, but I ain't shuffling out of here again, so let's just undo these and hopefully that doesn't run off. Okay, alright, we've finally done it. My arms feel like they're going to fall off. It looks by the clipping little there that it's obviously on a pin. I push down from the top, I take it, and it should fall through. I'm going to push down the top here and it will fall through from what I've read. I probably could have done that underneath. Well, I guess I just let it turn sideways. Perfect. She's gone. Okay, so on my super messy top, I've just undone this bolt because obviously mine's second hand, so it was pretty much all together, and I'm not sure if I can do it all in one go, as it was given to me. Old shifter is out. Goodbye. Obviously the old linkage is there as well. New linkage, new shifter. What we've got to do now, I've got some silicone, a bit of a spare tube from work. Cheers, Matt. But we're going to use that now because you need to put a sealer. Oh, it's going to be quite hard to hold it for this. You need to put a nice bead of silicone or Loctite or whatever it is I don't know if Loctite will work, but something to pretty much to seal the edge, just to make it waterproof, and yeah, just give it a sort of a seal, that's all really. Because obviously this, I'm going to push this up from underneath, so I just need to manipulate it in underneath that heat shield and shove it up and in. I'm going to put the camera on the inside so you can see it lift up and in, and then I'm just going to do those 4 nuts, and she should be in place and ready to rock. Obviously the one and only main thing you don't want to mess up on is making sure that the reverse plate, so this is what obviously the shifter lifts up onto and sits on, if I can make it do it with one hand. That needs to be on the left hand side, obviously for reverse. But we're going to do a little before as it is now, and we'll pop up once I've done those 4 screws. But I can't wait to get it. It's going to be so cool. Steering wheel, new dials, sexy shifter, carbon pieces. What more do I want in my life? In my head I had it down as a better idea to do the silicone in underneath here, because you've got to run a bead, as I was saying then, a nice seamless bead around the shifter. But I thought if I do that and drag it along the floor and get loads of crap in it, then it'd be a bit annoying. But now I'm slightly regretting that decision, because I'm going to silicone it underneath here, because I've jacked the car up a fair bit, so I should have enough room. It's a bit bodged, but you get the idea. It's quite hard to be smooth under here, but hopefully that all compresses and makes a nice tight seal. I might put a bit more up on that, a tiny bit there, but and then I'm just going to make sure she's on the left hand side and then work it in the gap. Right, so the key now is to not get covered in silicone. How bendy is heat shield? Gonna have to be now. Oh no, silicone everywhere. Right, I've got silicone all over my hand, all over the shifter. I haven't got the copper grease ready. No. So why not get stuck in? Ah, just been summoned for some tea, because it's about 5 o'clock now, I think it is, or 6 o'clock. So I'm just going to quickly have a lurk with you guys. First lurk. There she is. Ah. That was a little bit achy again, doing all them bolts up. I almost feel like they're dead, so it'd probably be good if I could have a rest, but damn. Monday night. So I've just been to Europarts and got some Holt's gun gum. I've been calling it gum the whole time, but I just realised that actually it is gun gum. I don't know don't know what it is. Exhaust paste. Anyway, that's for the decat. I'm just going to rub it around both ends and hopefully it stops it from blowing. I don't know if it would do anyway, but that was just a sort of in case thing. Today we're doing the linkage. Well, tonight we're going to do the linkage and the little pivot. I've got a new where is it? There it is. New pivot bush and circlip. If it comes out. I still got my circlip, but this one actually looks better condition, so that is ideal. Alright, so back in my happy place. As the shifter comes down, it actually does bend. There is a bend in it. From looking at the photos and just confirming with Aaron, it does bend towards the back of the car, so towards the exhaust it needs to bend this way, if that makes sense. It's only the slightest little bend, but you just don't want to get it around the wrong way. I've got some heavy grease for these bolts when they go in, so I'm just going to now get the gear stick linkage, and there's like a gap here where it goes up and through sort of past the exhaust up into there, and that's where it connects. You can see it goes down, goes along down to the side and then straight again like so, but I just need to post this now up through there. Is that right? I did think I could use copper grease, but apparently that wasn't a good idea, so I went and bought some multi-purpose grease. Right, so it's a number 5 on the old Allen key Richter scale. There's always a way. Well, there's a will. Alright, so if you guys have bought the PMS, or you're looking at buying the PMS, they have a very good guide on their website, and tightened it up to the gear linkage anyway, and it seemed to just drop in then. So I'm going to put a little bit of grease into here as well. Then I'm going to wrap that around the little sort of ball of the pivot at the end there, and I'm going to clip it together, and that is supposed to just post up and in. It's got this black washer at the top, which needs to be compressed apparently, which is the fiddly bit, because it needs to be compressed to get the circlip in. But mine's second hand, so hopefully it is pre-compressed and I don't have to worry about that. See this inside the sort of rubber bung, and that's gone inside the little pivot bush as well. I'm going to need to pull this down, this part, to actually get access, but that needs to, I ain't going to be able to do this with one hand. Right, so in the end I couldn't push hard enough on that, so I've actually just pushed the whole thing up with it, and then it slipped in a little bit better, and I've just pushed it in lightly with the flathead. Right, so I'm going to push it into 4th gear, so I'm pretty sure it's dead ahead, just to give myself a bit more play. I really don't know how this is going to work, but I'm just going to put a bit of pressure on with. Alright, I did it. It wasn't the greatest, admittedly. If you've got multi doobies like this, they're not the greatest either. It got the job done, but they're not the greatest. It's in. I'm quite glad I had a second-hand bush, because I'm pretty sure it was already squashed, because I managed to just place the circlip around the edge pretty much in position, and then I managed to just push it all the way around and compress it with a little Allen key head, just to make sure it was squashing it flat and not digging in, and it managed to push the clip in. I flicked it a few times with a flathead and stuff, and it didn't seem to be coming out. It seems to be in a groove, so oh, you know what I've done wrong. I can see why now. I think I can still get it in. So obviously that's why it says to attach this part before you push it into the bush, is because it's awkward to get this pin in. I can still do it by manipulating it, but make sure you put that bit in before you've done the bit that I did. So it still does go in this way round, just a bit tight, got to pull around a little bit, but ideally put this bit into the pivot before you put it into the bush. This is what happens when you don't do it the right way as the instructions are telling you. You just make it. Do what the instructions said. I'm going to loosen that bolt, making sure the play is loose. I'm going to put it into reverse here, then I'm going to put it into reverse in the car, come down and tighten it, and then we're going to check that. So the connection is loose. It can slide up and down. Oh, they've actually made Sharpie marks. Right, so I'm putting this end into reverse by pushing up and back, open, reverse. I'm going to go up into the cab now and stick it into reverse. Right, so I've zip tied it into reverse up top, and as you can see, for me currently, that's quite a bit different to what it was on the previous Clio. So I say quite a bit different, there's a few mil anyway. I couldn't see the blue line before. So yeah, I'm going to go with that. I'm just going to tighten him up now, get him nice and tight, go back into the cab, and yeah, hopefully it selects some gears. No third. Yeah. First, second and fourth, right. Yeah, perfect. God. That's annoying. Alright, just try fifth again, I want to see how it goes. And what was the other problem one? Third. And again, fifth. Ooh. Yeah, and third. Wow. Right, and selecting every gear, perfect. There? Nothing to worry about is that. Try fifth again. Don't like the way it touches that every time. Note to self, read all instructions. Wow, it just says refit the exhaust shield and fold back some areas around the linkage to ensure there's enough clearance. Fold back? No, no, no. Cut away. So I'm going to tidy it up though. That's right though, it finds every gear, so that's good. It was just fifth and third. I'm going to get inside the car in a minute and show you guys what's sort of going down with the gear stick and everything like that. It's perfect, it's so cool. I don't know how much is going to rattle, but we can sort that out from a few bits underneath the front of the car if I need to, but I just want to get it back together now, so I'm going to do the heat shield and the decap, put that back on. How good is that? I am well chuffed. Well, I'm done, finally. So we're all good, we're alright to drop the car now, and yeah, we're just ready to rock really. I've been inside and obviously shown you guys, tested the gear sticks, gone to every gear, hasn't hit anything else, so now we're pretty good. So I've got ages until the video needs to go out. I've got loads of footage to edit, too much footage to edit. Hopefully all the filming's alright. I was obviously quite tight underneath the car, even though I got it up pretty high in the end. It was just a bit awkward to film, so hopefully everything's alright for you guys and you've learnt a little bit from the video. But yeah, we're all good. I'm going to do some filming obviously of it when I'm out and about, but maybe next video we'll go for a little drive of it or something like that. So thank you very much for tuning in. I'm going to drop the car down now, finish off. Make sure you like the video. I feel like I put loads of effort into this one and money, so feel free to smash the like button for us, that'd be amazing. And yeah, leave any comments guys, and hopefully this has sort of pushed you guys towards maybe buying one. It gives you a little bit of a helper rather than just the guide that's online. I need a haircut. And yeah, good stuff.